taking it over. It's only right, that's how we eat. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it, but it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Know when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Know when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. Tell them line it up like a 4-1. We sneaky.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Seattle Seahawks and the Atlanta Falcons. It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in week 4. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This is the tight end Fant. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
Even better than that, they pitched a shutout in that game, and I'm telling you, trust me on this one. That's a confidence builder for the rest of the season. When you get a defense that puts together a performance like that this early in the year, well, that sends notice to the rest of the NFL and spreads confidence throughout the locker room that they're going to be a force to be reckoned with.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities. But always making sure no one's holding.
Now back to throw. Got a man, it's Tyquan Thornton. Room here to run. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Falcons are going to get the football as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Well, that's a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against an interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Daniels. This to Hines on the drop-off. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Again, he'll drop to throw. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. The Falcons at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive. And here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Right back to him on 1st down. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Back to Walker on 1st down. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, that's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
That good for 22 and a first down. Only needed 1 yard. He said, I'll get you more than that.
Yeah, yard, piece of cake, right? And if you're a defender, seeing the back of the jersey and being able to read his name, Not a good thing. That means you're...
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
For a team who came in with a happy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
And now you've got options on second down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
On second down now, Baxter, and he is going to wind to the end of the first quarter of play. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Off the play fake. Daniels airing it out, looking for Ridley. And got his man complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, Next Gen Stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Off play action, Daniels. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons go up by 2 touchdowns. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls at work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. They'll get this out wide to Metcalf. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 22 yards there, a first down. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker.
And it's a fumble. And the Falcons grab it. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number one, maybe they're not having this deficit. And number two, maybe they actually have the lead.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Off the play fake, Daniels. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
On 3rd down, Daniels. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Broken down at the 49. And that one results in 35 yards.
And that was defensible. They forced him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Daniels going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 more yards for him there. It's a 1st down.
Nice job. Nice patience right there. Put him on the right side. Let him work his way across. Put the ball in his hands and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
On 1st down, Baxter. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. To throw on 3rd down, Daniels over the middle, caught by London. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they rallied and made the tackle.
Sly able to put this one through. And they will extend their lead even further. So able to add on to their first half lead here, Charles, forcing the miscue with a fumble and then turning that into 3 points.
Yeah, and more than happy to accept any mistakes the other side is willing to make. No problem. You turn it over, we'll take that, and we'll use it to expand our lead.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Flush to his right. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. They go play action here on first down. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. On play action, they'll throw. And this one is incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for them. They're a physical group, and they sat there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to hold it in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been really poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football. We're not seeing it right now.
Line of scrimmage, the 37.
Absolutely. Hold on.
Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A very solid gain of 27. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate. It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
From the 5, 2nd and 4.
What do you mean? Yeah.
Off the bootleg. Daniels. He'll buy some time right. This one picks and he's got him. Touchdown. Kyle Pitts in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And a rally's on here in this first half. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Yeah, we need better disc though. Like, we need, like, more scratchers and cash and all done.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Oh, that everyone liked? Oh.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for, and taken. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Now a play fake here on first down. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple of weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Daniels. They'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play.
Feels good.
Unable to connect in that attempt.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Great.
Looking to throw. Daniels.
Perfect.
He's got it. Complete. And they'll get this pass I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the 3rd quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking. That's from the offensive lineman creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking. So you don't trip and fall when it happens.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Seahawks are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. It was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the A&T.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Throwing on first down, but this one lines up to be incomplete. I'm sure.
figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the third time today. Picked up by Justin Reed. Still down quite a bit here, several scores, but at least that's a start, Charles, getting an interception here. And we're pushed into the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
56 yards rushing for him now to this point. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Back to throw. Daniels throwing the out route incomplete. It's Chandler. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
On third down, Baxter. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Sly able to put this one through. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. Goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. This blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film section tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow them to convert a 3rd and 18. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described,
Touchdown, Seahawks. Noah Fant, 35 yards. And the Seahawks are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead now down to 20. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And he is out of bounds here on the return. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
you get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Baxter, a pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Here we go.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. Off play action. Daniels. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Kenneth Murray coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th.
Even keeping the back in for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The end result, 21 yards. They'll drop to throw. That's complete yet again to Thornton. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a second and just a few inches left. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Even with such a big lead rate, the effort actually lasts one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They get this out left. Touchdown! A great effort there. Taking it in. And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that cuts this lead down to 13. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge 4th quarter stop? Going up top. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is fielded at the 27. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now this throw caught left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 14 yards that time for number 14. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That's certainly not the bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This one goes underneath to Walker, and he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
101 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all game long. 3rd and goal. Keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. They'll try and run. Walker. No gain on the play. And what to do now on 4th and goal.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good. They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the line. And the Falcons able to muster together a goal line stand. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league. And they pretty much have their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels, they take the ball away, they change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.
So for the Falcons, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll have another home date next week as the Detroit Lions come to town. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they're going to fall to 3-1.